Hi everyone, Jamie here. Thank you for watching today. In this video we're going to be making this cracker tower die set card. I love the colours on this. The pinks and the teals work so beautifully together. It's got that gorgeous embossing detail on the outside panels there, and this beautiful stamped image of a stack of presents and the sentiment wishing you a Merry Christmas. So it's really quick to make. It's using the new Made to Surprise collection. So let's get started. So before we get started, I'll just talk you through the products that I'm using in today's video. So it's the new collection from Made to Surprise, and I'm using the Festive Sentiments A5 stamp set. So I've stamped the sentiment wishing you a Merry Christmas. Then we're using the Festive stamp and die set. So I've stamped the presents here and I've coloured those in with my alcohol markers. The Festive Tartan 3D embossing folder. This is such a lovely folder. I think it's become my new favourite. The impression that it gives is absolutely gorgeous. And then the 5x7 cracker tower die set. I had to put my teeth in for that one. Okay, so I'll just talk you through all the items that I prepared off camera. So I've cut the card base in this teal coloured cardstock. So the large die is one pass and it makes this impression. You've got some score lines, so I just went over those and reinforced them in my scoreboard. You've got all the mats and layers, so I'm just going to bring those in. So I've got this lovely pink cardstock to go there. This is the impression that the embossing folder makes. Just hold that up so you can see that better. It's gorgeous. And then I've stamped this panel wishing you a Merry Christmas and coloured those in with alcohol markers. That's going to sit there. And then I've got all these pieces that will, can't seem to grab things today. So I've got this lighter pink to just go there, and then the white and the pink to go on the triangle sections. So you can see all the pieces that I prepared. So it's a really quick card style, but it's such an effective die because of the shape that it gives. And I'll show you in a moment some of the samples that I've made and how you can alter the die to give you, a more varied style of card using just the one die. So there's a score line just going through the section of these triangular pieces and along here on both sides. So I'm going to flip this over, mountain fold and then valley fold, and the same on the opposite side. Just crease those with your bone folder so you get a really nice impression, and then it'll stand up like so. And then this is the view that you'll get from the front. So I'll just set this to one side a moment. I'll show you the other samples that I've made with this one die. So if I compare these side to side, this one, it folds down flat like so, and then you've got this larger section on the front. This one, I've added an additional score line here along this triangular section and then folded this back. So you can sort of fold down flat to this size if you wish. And then it'll stand up like so. So the triangle sections are going towards the back rather than along the side. And I'll just stand it up so you can see sort of how it looks from the top there. So I've used the pattern papers that are included within the collection, the snowman there, and then the sentiment stickers. Enjoy the magic of Christmas. I think it looks really sweet, that one. Then on this one, I've added that score line in again and folded the triangles to the front rather than the back, and I've die cut it twice and added another panel on the back. So hopefully you can see that there. This is the view then you get from the front. So I added some score lines along this section, which are not necessary, but I wanted it to sort of highlight the panels that I cut. So I cut this 5 times, this pattern paper, and then added them along there. So you've got that sort of pink peeking through, and then the sort of the sentiment that is in the center there, wishing you a happy, fun-filled Christmas. And I've added some snowflakes. So some additional ideas there for you. So I'll just go back to today's card. So I'm going to start to attach the mats and layers. So as I said, these panels just along here, and then the triangular sections. Now, just a little tip for you. I'm going to tip all these out on my desk. I've also grabbed my Made to Surprise pickup tool and some collal glue. So this is a really good tip if you're batch making or speed making cards. I'm using collal because it stays sort of wetter for longer if you wish. You've got more time to maneuver with it. And I like to just go along each triangle section, add in the glue, sort of roughly the same size as the die cut piece, pick it up with my pickup tool, just place that down. So you can roughly just plonk it down on your card and then just go back over and position it so you've got that really nice equal border. This may seem like, you know, I'm teaching you to suck eggs, and this is a bit of a useless tip, but for me it's not, because when I started making my samples, I was holding each piece with the tweezers and gluing them individually. So if you're new to card making, it might be useful for you. Certainly, you know, I've been doing this for a long time and I didn't think about doing it at the start. So I'm going to continue now, add in the rest of the mats and layers to the card, and pop you on high speed while I do that. And then I'm going to come back to you once the card is finished. So there's the final card. Love the pinks and the teals together. This present image is just beautiful. I love how they're all stacked up, and then you've got all those different colour pinks and the teal one there. I've gone over the outside with a grey marker just to make them pop off the page. So wishing you a Merry Christmas. I want to say very Merry Christmas. And it stands up like so. It'll fold down flat to fit in a 5x7 envelope, and then you can write your message on the back there. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video from me and looking at the other styles of cards that I've made. With the other cracker die set, you can obviously follow the same ideas there to make that into multiple card styles. I think you can also turn this into an actual cracker as well. Maybe I'll have a look at that and you'll see a tutorial coming up on the channel. I'm sure Sam's already thought of it. I'm making mine ahead of time because I need to send them before I go on holiday. So I don't know what Sam is sort of working on. But I also think these would be lovely for sort of gift boxes. You could add acetate behind them, and then you've got all these sort of apertures that you can see through into the box, and see the present inside. I think that'll be a cool idea as well. So maybe I'll play about with that as well. If you've enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, maybe you'd consider subscribing. I'll link all the products I've used in today's video in the description box below. I hope you have a lovely crafty day, and I'll see you in the next one.